How's it going, everybody? It's Josh from the MTG Homebrew Network, here with yet another Tiny Leaders deck tech. This one is General Ferrous Rokiric, who is very, very strong in this format. General Ferrous Rokiric says, hexproof from monocolored, which is already huge. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 4/4 red and white golem artifact creature token. For those of you who are not familiar with this format and how it works, 4/4s are basically 20/20s. They're more or less the biggest thing that you can get. It's very rare that a creature is bigger than a 4/4, and you get to make one every time you do more or less literally anything in this deck, which is sweet. We have a ton of red and white cards, and that's basically it. The premise for building this deck was, is it red and white? If yes, then consider it for this deck. And then from there, is it good? If yes, it gets stuck in here. So a lot of our creatures are just here because they're red and white and have a tiny bit of upside. But it is a full-on aggro deck, and we are trying to do aggro things. So our creatures are aggro slanted. Akiri Lineslinger gets bigger for all of our tokens that we make. We have things like Ash Party Crasher, which gets bigger as well, and just a bunch of other creatures that get through there and aggro it out. Battlegate Mimic becomes a 4/2, which is pretty decent for 2 mana. And other stuff like that. Just creatures that are red and white and have upside. This one, the Arcbound Shikari, is definitely worth mentioning. Buffs all of our tokens, and then also when it dies, it also buffs a token as well. But yeah, it's just a bunch of really good attackers that are different colors. Flage is insane in this deck because you can just escape it and recast it over and over again. It's just very powerful. Also would probably be a sweet commander on its own. Not for this deck, for a different one. We're on Rite of Flame and a few other ways to get our commander out early, like Lotus Petal and Jeweled Amulet. And that's basically it for cards that are not multicolored. A few ways to protect him. He is vulnerable to board wipes. Darksteel Plate and Mithril Coat both protect our commander from everything besides Toxic Deluge and Displacement Wave, more or less. Him being hexproof from monocolored means that most removal spells can't hit him anyway. You stick one of these 2 cards on him and he is more or less unkillable. We have a lot of MDFCs just because why not? We don't really need a ton of colors. We just need all of our lands to be red or white because of all of the hybrid costs that we got. So the MDFCs fulfill that requirement pretty easily. Once we have 1 red and 1 white land, we're pretty much done on cards. I'm noticing right now I didn't fix the sideboard, so there's 4 cards missing. So if you have sideboard suggestions, let me know. I probably didn't put any in there because it's the same 4 sideboard cards that go into every deck, which is at least not every deck, but many decks, which is Ratchet Bomb, Urza Silex, Filigree Silex, Damping Sphere, etc. Ghost Vacuum, those cards that just fit into nearly every deck. So some combination of those is our missing sideboard cards, but besides that, it's just super simple. Red and white cards that make a 4/4 every time we cast them. Just insane upside on every single card in this deck. Super simple and super easy to play aggro deck. If you're looking to get into the format, this is a good deck to do it with. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please consider checking out the tokens I make over on Etsy. There's over 100 tokens available, but if you don't see something you're looking for, don't hesitate to reach out in our Discord, as I do custom orders.